You're sitting across from your partner, or maybe your ex. She says something. Maybe it's just a tone, a word, a look, and instantly you're gone. Your chest tightens, your jaw clenches. You want to defend yourself, explain yourself, or just shut it all down. You're triggered. And if you have ever been in that moment, you know how hard it is to stop what's about to happen next. The fight, the blame, the distance. And you've probably asked yourself, what do I actually do in that moment? What do I say? Hi, my name is Matusz. I'm a hypnotherapist of the last 8 years, and I've lived this. I nearly lost my marriage of 12 years because of my anxious and avoidant reactions. Snapping, withdrawing, over-explaining. I thought I was just being me, but in reality, I was unconscious, letting old patterns run the show. So today, I want to give you something practical, a way to deal with triggers that doesn't destroy connection, but actually builds it. It comes from Dr. Julie Colwell, and it's called the SEW technique. And once you learn it, you'll never look at triggers the same way again. Before we dive into SEW, let's talk about triggers. Because most men think triggers are something to avoid, to suppress, or to fight against. But triggers are actually your unconscious mind knocking on your shoulder saying, hey, pay attention. This right here matters. The problem is your mind doesn't want you to feel that pain. So it distracts you with stories. She's so cold. She's always blaming me. She doesn't care. Stories that make you fight or defend instead of actually dealing with what is happening right now. That's why most fights aren't about the present at all. They're about the past. Your past wounds, your past models, your past conditioning. I'll give you a personal example. When I became a father, I started having angry outbursts I didn't even notice. Something small would set me off, and I'd see terror in my wife's eyes. She'd pull away, and I'd blame her for being avoidant or cold. But if I'd had a camera crew filming me, I would have seen it. The look on my face, the energy I was putting out, the words I was using. The problem wasn't her avoidance. The problem was my unconscious behavior. That's the danger of triggers. They expose what is unconscious. And unless you have a tool, you'll miss the lesson and repeat the pain. So let's talk about the SEW technique. It's simple, it's powerful, and it's inarguable, meaning your partner can't fight against it because you're not making claims about her. You're simply revealing what is true for you right now. SEW stands for sensation, emotion, want. 3 steps. That's it. Let's walk through them one by one. Step number 1, sensation. Instead of telling your partner the story in your head, you describe what you feel in your body. Not your judgment, not your explanation, your raw sensation. For example, I feel a heavy pressure in my chest. My shoulders feel tight. There is a tingling in my stomach. It's important to strip away the stories. I feel like you punched me in the chest is a story. The sensation is simply there is a pressure here. Why does this matter? Because sensations are inarguable. She can't say, no, you don't. It's your body. It's undeniable. And by sharing it, you are making yourself visible instead of attacking or hiding. Step number 2, emotion. Now you name the core feeling. And here is the key. There are actually just 5 basic ones. Sad, mad, scared, glad, and excited. Everything else is a shade of these. So you might say, I feel sad, I feel scared, I feel angry, or a combination of those. When you share emotions without blame, you give your partner a chance to see you instead of defend against you. Notice the difference between you make me so mad and I feel mad. One creates war, the other invites connection. Step number 3, want. Finally, you state what you want or don't want right now. Again, not from blame, but from authenticity. I want some space to calm down. I want to feel closer to you. I don't want to keep arguing. This step matters because without it, your partner doesn't know how to meet you. You've shown them your body, your feelings. Now you give them a clear path forward. That's SEW, sensation, emotion, want. It might sound simple, but it changes everything. Because when you practice it, you are not lost in stories. You are not trapped in the past. You are honest about what is real right now. And honesty in the present is the one thing no partner can argue with. Oh, by the way, if this is resonating with you, subscribe to my channel. Here is why. Every week I share tools like SEW that help you go from triggered and reactive to calm and connected. Most men never learn this. If you want to stop repeating the same fights and start leading with clarity, this channel is where you will find the tools. Now let's go back to that moment of being triggered, shall we? Normally, you'd explode or shut down. But with SEW, it looks like this. You pause, you breathe, and you say, I feel this tightness in my chest. I feel scared, and I don't want to fight. I want to feel connected. Do you see how different that is? Suddenly, you are not her enemy. You are showing her your truth. And that opens the door for empathy and not defensiveness. And here is the part most men miss. Triggers aren't punishments. They are invitations. They show you exactly where to focus your healing. Every trigger is like your unconscious mind tapping you on the shoulder saying, this is where the work is. This is where you need attention. Without this perspective, you will resent triggers, fight them, and push your partner further away, like I did. But when you learn to celebrate them, they become your guides. They point you toward your own personal freedom. So let's look back to the metaphor. Imagine every morning your unconscious knocks on your shoulder. Listen, here is the important stuff. But instead of listening, your mind distracts you. Nah, blame her. Remember what she did last week? Think about the past, shall we? That's why SEW is so powerful. It cuts through the noise and brings you back to this moment. And the present moment is the only place you can change. When I started practicing this with my wife, it wasn't easy. She would say, I feel like you punched me in the chest. And I'd say, okay, but what's the sensation? Eventually, she learned to describe it. There is a pressure here, about this big, dark, and heavy. And that's when I could see her. Not her story, not her blame, but her actual experience. And when she could do the same for me, we stopped fighting ghosts from the past and started connecting in the present moment. So let me give you the full picture. SEW is not about perfection. You'll still get triggered, you'll still feel old patterns rise up, but instead of spiraling into the same fight, you'll have a new path, a new way to be authentic, visible, and open, even in the heat of conflict. Sensation, emotion, want. 3 steps. That's it. And here's my challenge to you. Try it once today. The next time you feel triggered, whether it's by your partner, your ex, even your kids, pause. Name the sensation, name the emotion, name what you want. Out loud. It might feel awkward at first, but it will save you hours of arguing and years of regret. Listen, if you are here, it's because triggers are running your life. They are ruining your relationships. They are keeping you stuck in patterns you don't even see. But you don't have to keep living that way. Hypnosis and tools like SEW helped me rewire my unconscious so I could stop being reactive, stop repelling my wife, and start leading with calm and clarity. And I can help you do the same. Click the link in the description. and join the Love Leaders community. You can, as soon as you get in, you can start my Panic to Peace 6-day protocol for free. It's the fastest way to calm your system, see your patterns, and start showing up as the secure man your family needs. Your triggers aren't the problem. Your reaction to them is the problem. And once you learn to meet them with honesty, presence, and clarity, they stop being explosions and start being invitations. Because fighting won't save you. Blame won't save you. Suppressing your emotions won't save you. But rewiring will. And your time to start is right now.